The number 13 has long been regarded with a sense of dread and superstition, a phenomenon that transcends cultures and time periods. This fear, known as triskaidekaphobia, weaves a complex tapestry of historical origins, cultural significance, and societal impact, revealing how a simple number can evoke such deep-rooted anxiety and superstition. The roots of the fear of 13 can be traced back to various ancient civilizations, where numbers were imbued with symbolic meanings. In many cultures, the number 12 was considered a symbol of completeness and perfection. The ancient Sumerians, for instance, divided the year into 12 months, and the zodiac comprises 12 signs. 12 was seen as a harmonious number, representing order and balance. In contrast, 13, being one more than 12, was perceived as irregular, a disruption of the established order, and thus associated with chaos and misfortune. One of the most cited historical origins of the fear of 13 is the Last Supper, where Jesus dined with his 12 apostles, making a total of 13 individuals at the table. According to Christian tradition, Judas Iscariot, the apostle who betrayed Jesus, was the 13th guest. This association with betrayal and death solidified the negative connotation of the number 13 in Christian culture. The narrative of the Last Supper has echoed through the centuries, reinforcing the belief that 13 is an omen of ill fate. In Norse mythology, the fear of 13 is also evident in the story of Loki, the trickster god. When Loki was not invited to a banquet in Valhalla, he disguised himself and crashed the party, becoming the 13th guest. His presence led to the death of Balder, the beloved god, further embedding the idea that the number 13 heralds doom. Such mythological tales contributed to the growing stigma surrounding the number, embedding it into the fabric of cultural consciousness. The fear of 13 has manifested itself in various ways throughout history. In medieval Europe, the number was often avoided in architecture and design. Buildings would frequently skip the 13th floor, labeling it as the 14th instead, a practice that persists in some modern structures today. Hotels and airlines have adopted similar practices, omitting the number from room numbers and flight designations, reflecting a societal aversion to the number that has become almost second nature. In addition to its architectural implications, the fear of 13 has seeped into everyday life, influencing decisions and behaviors. Many people refuse to engage in activities on the 13th day of the month, particularly if it falls on a Friday, which is often deemed an especially unlucky day. This phenomenon has given rise to the term Black Friday, which is not to be confused with the shopping frenzy that occurs after Thanksgiving in the United States. Rather, it refers to the superstition that Friday the 13th is a day fraught with misfortune, leading individuals to avoid travel, make important decisions, or undertake new ventures. The impact of this fear extends beyond mere superstition. It has shaped societal norms and behaviors. Businesses have been known to experience a decline in sales on Friday the 13th as consumers, influenced by the pervasive cultural narrative surrounding the number, shy away from making purchases or engaging in activities deemed risky. This phenomenon illustrates how deeply entrenched beliefs can affect economic behavior, leading to tangible consequences for individuals and businesses alike. However, the fear of 13 is not universal. In some cultures, the number is considered lucky or auspicious. In Italy, for example, the number 13 is associated with prosperity and good fortune. Italians often believe that 13 brings wealth and success, a stark contrast to the negative connotations found in other cultures. This divergence highlights the subjective nature of superstition, where the same number can evoke entirely different responses depending on cultural context. The cultural significance of 13 is also evident in its representation in popular media and literature. Films, books, and television shows have capitalized on the fear of the number, often using it as a plot device to heighten tension or evoke a sense of foreboding. The Friday the 13th franchise, for instance, has become synonymous with horror, cementing the number's association with terror and danger in the collective psyche. Such representations perpetuate the fear, reinforcing the narrative that surrounds the number and shaping societal perceptions. While the fear of 13 is often dismissed as irrational, it can have profound effects on individuals. Those who suffer from triskaidekaphobia may experience anxiety or panic attacks when confronted with the number in any form. This fear can lead to avoidance behaviors, impacting daily life and limiting opportunities. For example, someone may decline a job offer because it is scheduled for the 13th, or avoid making plans for fear of the associated bad luck. Such behaviors can create a cycle of anxiety and avoidance, reinforcing the belief that the number is indeed cursed. The psychological implications of the fear of 13 can be explored through the lens of cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. CBT posits that irrational fears stem from distorted thinking patterns, and individuals can learn to challenge and reframe these thoughts. For those grappling with triskaidekaphobia, understanding the historical and cultural origins of the fear may serve as a means of dismantling its power. By recognizing that the fear is rooted in superstition rather than objective reality, individuals may find the strength to confront and overcome their anxieties. In the modern age, the fear of 13 has found new expressions in the realm of social media and digital culture. Memes, online discussions, and viral content have contributed to the perpetuation of the fear, often playing on the absurdity of the superstition. The irony of individuals engaging in discussions about the number's supposed bad luck creates a sense of community among those who share the belief, while simultaneously inviting skepticism from those who view the fear as outdated or irrational. As society evolves, so too does the perception of the number 13. While it continues to evoke fear for some, others have begun to embrace it as a symbol of rebellion against superstition. The rise of 13 as a cultural icon in fashion, art, and music reflects a growing trend of subverting traditional beliefs. Artists and creators have adopted the number as a means of challenging societal norms, reclaiming its power and redefining its significance. The fear of 13 serves as a fascinating case study in the interplay between culture, psychology, and societal behavior. It illustrates how a simple number can carry profound meanings, shaping beliefs and influencing actions across generations. From its historical origins, steeped in mythology and religious narratives, to its modern manifestations in popular culture and individual psychology, the number 13 embodies the complexities of human perception and the ways in which we construct meaning in our lives. As we navigate the intricacies of superstition, it is essential to recognize the fluidity of beliefs and the potential for change. The fear of 13, while deeply ingrained in many cultures, is not immutable. It invites us to question the narratives we inherit and to explore the ways in which we can redefine our relationship with fear and superstition. In doing so, we may discover that the number 13, rather than being a harbinger of doom, can also represent resilience, transformation, and the power of choice in shaping our destinies. Ultimately, the truth behind the fear of the number 13 is not merely a reflection of irrational beliefs, but a rich tapestry woven from historical, cultural, and psychological threads. It is a reminder of the stories we tell ourselves and the meanings we ascribe to the world around us. As we confront our fears, we have the opportunity to rewrite the narratives that define us, transforming the fear of 13 into a symbol of empowerment rather than an anchor of dread. In doing so, we may find that the number 13, once shrouded in superstition, can emerge as a beacon of possibility, inviting us to embrace the unknown with courage and curiosity.